Hello, Mr. Arriaga. I'm Michael Torres from your online speech class, and I chose to do my controversial topic on gay marriage rights. Allowing same sex couples to get married has been a controversial topic for years now. The United States should not have a problem whatsoever with gay marriage because it falls under our certain unalienable rights as citizens of the United States of America. Our unalienable rights as citizens of the United States consist of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Even though gay marriage is allowed, will heterosexual and homophobic people be discriminated for as long as we, the people, let it go on? Will heterosexual couples have more rights than homosexuals, such as receiving better benefits or more benefits? Why is the United States letting heterosexual couples even get married if they're not even going to procreate? Homosexual couples should have the same rights just as every homosexual couple has in the United States today because it is fair and owed to them. Although marriage is traditionally between a man and a woman, not allowing gay marriage is discrimination. Discrimination, by definition, is the unjust or prejudicial treatment of different categories of people or things, especially on the grounds of race, age, or even sex. How will letting a happy gay couple get married affect your way of life? According to a judge who spoke on behalf of gay marriage ban in Florida, Sarah Zabel stated, "The ban serves only to hurt, to discriminate, to deprive same-sex couples and their family of equal dignity, to label and treat them as second-class citizens, and to deem them unworthy of participation in one of the fundamental institutions of our society." What Sarah Zabel is saying is that the ban against gay marriage is discriminating against people who are just like you and I. Regular people who just happen to love the same sex. This does not mean that we do not allow them to participate in fundamental institutions such as getting married. Who are you to tell someone they cannot get married to the person they love? Why not let them? There is absolutely nothing wrong with gay marriage except the fact that we, the people, do not let them love the way heterosexual people are allowed to love. Now this brings me to my next argument. Are gay couples being treated unfairly in another way? Because marriage for heterosexual couples is seen as the right way, just because of procreation, does not mean that homosexual couples should not be allowed to receive the same benefits as heterosexuals do. According to the General Accounting Office assessment made in 2004, there are roughly 1,138 benefits that homosexuals are not allowed to receive that heterosexuals do under federal law alone. According to Evan Wolfson, benefits are only available to married couples, including hospital visitation during illness, U.S. residency and family unification for partners from another country, the option of filing a joint tax return to reduce a tax burden, access to family health coverage, and bereavement leave and inheritance rights if the partner happens to die. With today's economy, money is something that a lot of people just don't have. What is the problem with not allowing homosexual couples to receive the same benefits as heterosexual couples? I am sure the gay people are regular people just like you and I. So why not help them by allowing them to receive the same benefits? An analysis done by the New York Times on October 2nd, 2009, homosexual couples will have to pay $41,196 more plus $467,562 in expenses in a lifetime compared to heterosexual couples. Homosexual couples should not have to go through this discrimination. Having to pay more money just to be with the person you love is absurd and should be changed. The extra money that has to come out of a homosexual couple's pockets is not fair compared to the heterosexual couples that get to live in peace with lower expenses and more benefits. This brings me to my next point. If marriage is supposedly about being able to procreate, and it should only be for heterosexuals, then why allow heterosexuals to get married if they're not going to procreate? There are some couples who don't want kids or plan to not even have kids at all, not even thinking about it. There are gay couples in the United States who want to adopt or already have adopted children but get targeted because other people ideally only want heterosexuals can have children. In June of 2014, the University of Melbourne did a study that proves same-sex parents are better than having heterosexual parents. The University of Melbourne stated, children raised by same-sex parents score about 6% higher than the general population on measures of general health and family cohesion. From this data, we can conclude that children live in a healthier environment when being raised by same-sex parents. Another piece of evidence to support this is that there are studies published in Pediatrics in June of 2010 that stated children of lesbian mothers were rated higher than children of heterosexual parents in social and academic competence and had fewer social problems. This data is very interesting. Pediatrics is saying that children having same-sex parents could potentially be smarter and have a better social life than those who were raised by heterosexual parents. This next quote is from a former Washington Post columnist, Ezra Klein. The United States of America should feel the same about same-sex marriage just as Klein does. She states, "We should be begging gay couples to adopt children. We should see this as a great boon that gay marriage could bring to kids who need nothing more than two loving parents." In conclusion, loving the same sex should not have to be a burden amongst United States citizens. Like I stated before, we were born with certain unalienable rights. Not letting some same-sex couples have the same rights as heterosexual couples is just not fair. In the end, we need to not discriminate against homosexuals. We need to realize that same-sex couples should be entitled to receiving the same benefits as heterosexual couples. And lastly, we need to also realize that having children raised by same-sex couples could be a great thing and even make them smarter. Thank you.